Hi, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes with managing our emotions so we can identify our intuition, because it comes with spiritual wealth, spiritual health, and it comes from the essence of love, okay? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, loving God. So we have to seek that balance within oneself so you can co-create with the universe, okay? The universe does not co-create without you. But for some of you, you could be a Cancer person, or you have this feeling of deception, okay? You have to use your intuition because it seems to be an unknown problem that's creating delays for you. Someone's emotions seems to be up and down. Someone's barking up the wrong tree, or someone's being people pleaser. And that means they're being self-deceptive when you're a people pleaser. So maybe someone's deceiving themselves. And when you deceive yourself, you're deceiving other people as well, emotionally. So someone's playing with someone's emotions. So this seems to be a secret within the energy. And within this energy, it comes with delays, pauses. But because of this secret, someone's getting more stronger within themselves. Why? Because you have to go within yourself. Someone's finding out they're very unique because they see a spiritual vision and they're creating from that vision. So keep creating, collective, okay? Trust your intuition, because you will develop your psychic abilities, okay, that will lead you beyond this secret. Because somebody is creating an illusion, and illusions only bring negativity. Someone seek within, someone can seek God, or you could be thinking of a masculine that's maybe over 25, brown eyes. He's probably got brown hair. He can come across a bit cold, this King of Swords, abrasive, but he demands the truth. He demands respect. And I think he feels disrespected due to this secret. He feels as if he's been deceived, and he's deceiving himself. Remember, life is about balance. It's a reflection. Because now he has to pause, because he's got a lot to think about, a lot of deliberation within his mind, and it's creating a delay. But it's getting stronger. You have to have faith in God as well. Know that you can bring stability with God. You can go from heaven to earth, but someone's mind seems to be clouded, but it's been illuminated with the truth. Because this King of Swords is all about being intellectual. He can use his intuition to get information, to do transformation. Because it seems like he's getting spiritual messages as well. He has to trust himself and come out of the wounded warrior energy, because he seems to be a little bit undecided due to his energy. Is a little bit wounded. He needs to take time, and he needs to take his time and come to a higher perspective, a different perspective when it comes to this information, because it seems to be a secret. He's been deceived, you know. This is also like God feels he's being deceived, you know. But this King of Swords, he could be a lawyer, he could be someone that does international banking, but fraud squad or something. But he's stepping out of a situation to have a different perspective, to see more clearly. Because the soul of self is telling this masculine he's got the tools. He just needs to escalate the boundaries. Because he's got the information, he's got the wisdom. He could be 25. He could be over 25. Could have brown eyes. But he's looking at this situation and he's really trying to work. I think he's getting a different perspective by being more at work, working on self-mastery for his abundance and his success at the same time. Because now he's probably working with the Emperor, or he's working to bring stability, to stabilize, you know, his stability. He wants to stabilize his knowledge, information. He wants to stabilize this secret. He wants to stabilize this deception. He wants to get over it. So he feels like the lie has come into truth now, you know? You could be an Aries person, but he seems to have the courage and the ability to take this action towards this deception. He's going to cut through the truth, though. He is. He's working on it. Maybe he's getting paid for it. Could be a lawyer. Could be a private detective for the Emperor. Or it just could be God as well. God's telling us to work on our self-mastery. Don't forget our intuition when we're working on ourselves. Okay? You could be born on the 9th. Or the 9th month. Or the 8th month. Or the 4th month. Or the 4th day. Or the 8th day. Or the 9th day. Okay? But you're looking at this secret. Maybe about a King of Swords you're thinking about, or you're praying to God to reveal this secret, and you're waiting for your spiritual guides to tell you the next step to take, because you feel as if you've been deceived through a love affair where you were building with someone. Maybe it was a marriage, a relationship. Maybe it was building with your family, relatives, but someone that is, you see someone as a love relationship, someone you can share your friends with. But now you feel like you've been deceived by a chosen lover. Maybe a Gemini or Libra, Aquarius, masculine. Maybe you married someone and now there's a different perspective about religion, commitment, spiritual practices, marriage, family, love affairs, because it seems to be someone's marriage is on the rocks and it's becoming a public knowledge, or he owns a public company or a body of like a corporate body, official building, or he's looking at an official situation, but he's got to look within himself and use his higher self and use the wisdom. Because he's heartbroken within his marriage, or a decision about commitment. It was all about deception. The chosen lover, someone married, an Aries person or a King of Swords, it was deception. And now he's looking at his emotions being up and down. So he can come and look a bit hard, abrasive, masculine. Because he's quite frustrated, because the heart is the seat of the soul, and the soul is trying to tell him to make a decision. You know, take that step out of a situation so that he can see more clearly. And now he's seeing that his heart is frustrated about a deception, about a lover, someone that's very jealous. Yeah, now there's a broken heart. Maybe it's a Libra masculine or Gemini masculine, because he's looking at his foundation. Maybe he has a young son, maybe an earth sign young son, or a young woman. Maybe they met when they were 25, or this person could be 25, a student. Someone's learning about deception, frustration, because somebody's working with justice, a legal problem. When it comes to payment, underpayment, it comes to an earth sign student. They decided that they stepped out of the situation. They see things more clearly. And now they see a legal situation. They probably found a document as well, evidence, maybe from an Aries person, the Emperor, or someone that got married under pretense. Because now you're looking at police. Someone's working with the police, or someone's finding out the truth of a matter. Someone's heart's being weighed by God when it comes to spirituality. Because now we're looking at the Emperor, Aries, or a Taurus person. They raise money, or they raise their salary with a Taurus person, but it was under deception. But it created delays for information for the King of Swords to go towards his plans. So now he's a bit frustrated, broken-hearted, because now he's looking at his marriage. Maybe he works for the government, or he's a policeman. But he's seen this money rise, this money problem when it comes to deception. Because there seems to be a love affair that's not real. It's based on a gold digger, maybe. a one-sided relationship. Someone's juggling, or someone's trying to balance someone's money confusion. Because someone was juggling two situations, like an idea and a plan, and they were doing that merry-go-round, you know? And it's making this masculine very frustrated at the heart. He sees this jealousy, maybe of an earth sign, young woman. Yeah, it could be like 10 years younger, 4 years younger, 9 years younger than the masculine. Or maybe 8 years, maybe 12 for some. But it's a heartbreak because they've planted a foundation on deception. And now he's very undecided at the moment about his foundation with this younger woman, maybe. Because he's learned about a work situation, and now there's a legal situation because they've seen documents. So now there's a tower moment that is out in the open. It's a catastrophic situation when it comes to a marriage. Someone's marriage is falling down. It was built on deception, but things had to happen, and it happened very quickly, like a lightning bolt. Because now he seems a short journey. Someone tried to take the shortcut. My mum always just say shortcuts not always good, you know. And now it's become a situation where it's a shit situation, you know. This situation is not very good for this masculine, because now he's thinking of moving forward, because now he's got a clear vision. You know, he has to replant his whole foundation again. Maybe he lives near water, or he did live near water. Maybe he's moving away from a water kind of looking situation. Like maybe he lived near a sea or a river or an ocean. He lived near water. Maybe he's moving and it's more of a plain field, like somewhere where he can start again. He's looking at a legal matter, especially when it comes to work, because he's looking at a new foundation. He could be a young man, definitely older than 25. Maybe he needed more confidence due to the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups can also mean insecurities. So maybe he was undecided when it comes to two people, maybe. And it was the insecurities, and remember familiarity as well. Maybe he was around someone that was familiar to him. You know, that can catch you up in a habit as well. But now it's caught him in a legal situation. But he's changing. He just needs confidence. Maybe he's got that confidence now and he's working on a legal situation. They're probably looking over documents, but definitely maybe police, legal. Could be a detective. And that's the truth. They got the truth. Nothing but the truth. Yeah, now they're looking at maybe a Taurus, Libra person. And now they're seeing maybe a Aquarius, Gemini person as the double-edged sword. And one's hollow and one's victorious. But somebody is looking at money improvements. God sent the Emperor and the Empress, and someone got in the way secretly and became a third-party person because they wanted to juggle money. Something about money. So now this foundation was built on a false ground. So now we see maybe this masculine King of Swords is married. He could be a Gemini or Libra person. He could be married to a Sagittarius person or a water sign person. But we're looking at work. Maybe it was all about work, secrets, emotions. Someone's very moody. It's making this King of Swords very moody, because now we're seeing the secret of the Emperor. It could be an Aries person. He's taking action. He has the ability to take action. He's got his godhead. He has to master all 4 kings of the earth, you know? So he can take that ability. He can take that structure when he gets his information from God. Do you understand? And people have to start obeying. It's not about idolizing. It's about obeying. Bring order back to the land. All right. There's too much insecurities, too much deception, especially when it comes to the money. It's like people are putting money before the heart, and the heart is the seat of the soul. So now someone's thinking maybe about a marriage, or they're thinking about government, political, public companies, you know. They're all looking at maybe the body of their structure. It could be a corporate situation. Maybe someone's looking at a karmic debt, all right? Or looking at their destiny. You could be a Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, or a Leo person, all right? But someone's looking at a turning point, you know, maybe a karmic person. They feel like they've married a karmic person, or they chose a lover as a karmic person, someone at work that's very deceptive. Could be a Taurus person, Aquarius person, Scorpio person, or Leo person. So now this King of Swords, it could be God, or it could be someone you know. That's maybe a man over 25, brown eyes. He's thinking about this turning point. He's got his information. He's very heartbroken. Could be a Libra person. He's looking at maybe his friendships. He's looking at his partner. Maybe he's married. Or maybe he's looking at his own individual relationship with himself. But he seems to have a contract on the table. Maybe a partnership contract at work. And it seems to be under the energy of deception. So that's bring a very massive indecisive situation. Somebody needs to step out of the situation. This is how the King of Swords feels. Maybe he feels he needs time out because he's acting a bit cold, a bit abrasive, because he's heartbroken over his marriage or over the King of Wands, Aries person, the Emperor, all right? This could be a detective. He's also looking at himself being more self-sufficient, or he's looking at an earth sign person that acts like they're self-sufficient, but they're overspending when it comes to their foundation. It could be a younger woman, someone that's learning from maybe a Sagittarius masculine person when it comes to work. Someone that can't build their foundation on their own. They're not that wise. So now this masculine is heartbroken because maybe he gave information or he gave investments, and now there's a legal situation because now someone has an insight about someone's ships coming in. So now he feels the ship was a situation. Now it's a shit situation with the ship sailing in shit. So now he's feeling, whoa, there's a situation. And there's a situation, not a situation. It's a situation. So now he's got to step out of the shit situation to figure out more things clearly. So now he's seeing things clearly. He feels like every ending has a new beginning. All right. Because maybe he's looking at his intellectual framework and he's looking at expanding his consciousness, this King of Swords. Or with God, you understand you can expand your consciousness, but from your highest self, all right? Someone's looking at distant travel, but we're looking at philosophy, religion, teaching, or maybe he's looking at his higher education. He could be a Sagittarius person or dealing with a Sagittarius person at work, or a work situation that became a shit situation when it comes to maybe a younger woman, a student, someone learning. Okay, could be a male or a female. But this masculine seems to be heartbroken. He's done self-reflection and he feels left out in the cold, or a Sagittarius was left out in the cold, or he's looking at bankruptcy. He's looking at someone being broke, maybe when it comes to materialism, when it comes to ideas, when it comes to situations. This person doesn't think on their highest level. Could be a Taurus person, a younger woman. Maybe they met when they're 25, or maybe this person is a bit younger than this person. But they've learned about gifts, about generosity. They've learned about charity. They learned about extortion. So now an undecided situation about blocking someone has now come to a decision that it will work out if they block maybe an earth sign Taurus or a Virgo person. Because now maybe he's taking control of this legal situation. He feels there's a shit situation because there's documents, information about maybe a Knight of Rods at work. It could be a fire sign person when it comes to their stability, when it comes to stabilizing, trying to be an influencer as the emperor. So now something's coming to light, or something's coming into your life, which you have to put God before everyone. This is the emperor. He gets information from God. Okay. So now we're looking at a King of Swords doing self-reflection. He's looking closely at an earth sign person. Could be a Virgo, Taurus person that's working with an earth sign. A fire sign person. Could be an Aries or Sagittarius person, or a Leo person. So now they're looking at this legal situation because they found documents and they found out the truth when it comes to the heart of the matter, when it comes to charity, generosities, extortion. What you say is what you read. We're looking at a legal situation when it comes to money. So now the emperor is looking at a higher priestess. Maybe they're looking at a pay rise or a rise in money or salary through the higher priestess, someone that's the veil between heaven and earth, someone that gets spiritual knowledge and gives out generously, you know, for an equal give and take, okay, for everyone to have like that balance, truth, fairness. But it seems to be a legal matter with a Taurus person when it comes to the emperor and the higher priestess. Because it seems to be someone tried to use the situation as a money improvement. But seems to be more money is coming your way, higher priestess or the emperor. Because now we're looking at the emperor when he's chosen lover. Could be a Gemini person on the internet. They're looking at or understanding about not tying up their loose ends with a chosen lover, which was a Gemini person or a Taurus person. So now we're looking at secret lovers of a Taurus person or a Scorpio person or Aquarius person when it comes to the soul world. Someone's talking, all right? Could be a Gemini person, but someone's being very cunning, all right? Someone's gossiping about the emperor, being very malicious within this institution or this marriage. Could be a Taurus person, but it's going to make someone stronger because the higher priestess is inviting all the believers to come forward. Just use your higher self, okay? When you wake up in the morning, just write your dreams down and analyze, okay, your outside world, okay, to bring in your wheel of fortune, okay? It's about tuning in, okay, to self. All right, so to all the believers, tune into your wheel of fortune. You all are gifted. So they see this higher priestess on the internet, a chosen lover of the emperor. Could be a Gemini person, and they're saying you had a choice between maybe a Leo, a Scorpio, Aquarius, or a Taurus, and you've broken our hearts when it comes to the wheel of fortune. It seems like the stronger one was the higher priestess, a Gemini Aquarius person. So now maybe this Libra is heartbroken or tried to deceive a Gemini person by being happy for this movement to be in deception. So maybe there is an entrapment, and a King of Swords is looking at self-reflection and he's very frustrated by the heart. But he has to understand he doesn't have to be stuck or restricted in the mind. But they feel as if this restriction from the Emperor's chosen secret lover, could be an earth sign person, Taurus or Virgo person, all right, was under jealousy because they're jealous of an Aquarius person. And they want an Aquarius person to be heartbroken. That is the Empress. The Empress could be younger, okay, but older than the Taurus person, okay? So somebody was undecided. And this is what I mean about certain cultures, man. They always say respect your elders. But once you got 1 or 2 pennies more than someone else, somehow the respect just goes out the fucking window. Someone's looking at maybe a Taurus Libra person or looking at Aquarius person that they blocked, okay? And they're going into victory after they were held back by a Leo or a Capricorn Taurus person when it comes to God's creation. So now they're inspired by the soul to create the Empress. Empress is a woman. Now, obviously, she's sorry, I wasn't meant to say that. She's a divine feminine, very abundant. She's one of the governors of the spiritual world. All right, so they're looking at a legal situation. Maybe this masculine is divorcing a fire sign person or a Taurus Libra person. So now we understand that there's a legal situation for a fire sign person, but they're probably using a tarot reader because they looked at this air sign person. They got information. Maybe it's fire sign. He was there today, gone tomorrow. Treat the air sign like a hookup. When it came to the Taurus, it was all about deception for money. All about deception. All about gifts. We're looking at a charity that was an extortion. So now we're looking at the heart of the matter. Someone has the truth. Because somebody was looking, somebody's spying. Because they wanted gifts, generosity. Could be a Taurus person. They had hidden feelings. We saw the mystery because we had the divine truth. The divine gives us the truth and nothing but the truth. Why? Because when you speak the truth, you trust your inner voice. And your inner voice is your intuition. When you trust your intuition, you trust your soul. When you trust your soul, you trust your guidance of God and where God is taking you for your purpose. Somebody, maybe a Leo person, was working with maybe a Pisces person at work, or there seems to be someone needs to defend himself against a third-party person, a Taurus person at work. Juggling someone's finances. When everyone goes within and seek their own truth and seek their own love and happiness, they will find out when you don't use your intuition, you're building a foundation on false ground. Someone has an insight, okay, about a devil. Because they've gone within, they've seen, they spoke to God and they said, uh-oh, I've lied down with the devil's child. So now someone is feeling in regret. Maybe they want to heal with Aquarius person, a Leo person. Maybe looking at a earth angel. Looking at a calling after a decision that was blocked. King of Pentacles is looking at his wish fulfillment. Maybe he wants to work with a Queen of Swords because it's all about fairness, balance, truth. Looking at a soulmate because we're looking at a soul world when it comes to loving oneself. Someone has unfinished business. Why? Because it's a lie. A lie that needs to be ended. Maybe from a Queen of Rods that's secretly looking at an investment when it comes to the Two of Cups. When it comes to these messages, now they're up at night. They're going to have to walk away because maybe they're in this estate, family, friend, community. It's come to a difficulty, man. Yeah, with a Queen of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, Queen of Pentacles, she want to win at any cost. Oh, yeah, slandering. Oh, yeah, bringing slander. Five of Swords means someone is bullying. Somebody's doing, you know, that backhanded deals. Someone that's going around, you know, slandering people's names, abusing their power, verbal, physical, mental abuse. All for what? Jobs, promotions, investments. This person's very deceptive. When it comes to romantic love with her secret lover, King of Rods. Oh, yeah. Sparkle of love, did ya? That's the truth, isn't it? Someone took the leap of faith away from a Two of Cups. So now we're looking at a pathway of a burden. Oh, King of Cups, there you are. The manipulator. That brand confusion, delusion with his Taurus person. Never mind, somebody's moving away. Because someone's looking at a legacy, King of Swords. He's made himself clear. Seen his painful ending, seen the regret. He's starting all over again. He's working on something new after a battle when someone's very possessive over someone's possessions. Now he's looking at victory with his own creation after a heartbreak, having a different perspective about Queen of Cups. He wants to give an equal give and take to. So we're looking at Taurus person. Oh, with hidden feelings. Oh, now the emotions are all up and down, are they? Never mind. Now we're looking at air sign person. When it comes to the skills, the willpower, when it comes to manifestations, when it comes to what's above is below. Use your intuition. Use your intuition. Whatever you see above in the mind, you can bring below. Just be truthful. Walk in love, talking truth. And that will bring you money improvements. Someone's going through money improvements. Could be an air sign person. Because now you're looking at King of Cups. Juggling word, you King of Cups. Never mind. Or maybe the masculine is now looking at his love affair and he understands he was juggled maybe with a king of cups. Never mind. Now you're looking at a craterastic situation, catarastic situation. Someone built a whole foundation on false ground. And the Empress did say to all believers come through, and not one person came through. Why? Because they don't believe in God. They more or less believe in the devil. A Taurus, Libra, or a King of Cups, or maybe a King of Libra. Never mind. So now we're looking at the Tower moment. Things are happening very quickly, because when you build things on false ground, guess what happens? The devil comes in and starts mashing up your place. So especially when it comes to a certain peak, people say, oh, the devil comes in and they come mash it up. No, it's your intuition, it's your greed. That's what happens. It's not about the devil. The devil is your flaws. And what your flaw is, you make up one big body of the devil energy. So who do you believe in? There's two energies in life. So when you wake up in the morning, what energy are you using the most? Is it good or is it bad? Is it up or is it down? Is it left or is it right? What is it? So now there seems to be an incident. It's going to be fires. We can see a whole building coming down. Buildings. Because we built so much things away from intuition into greed. And it's not aligned with the universe. And the universe is just going to crumble naturally and by man. But it's down to us, isn't it? Somebody who's just too greedy, too self-indulgent. So it's all about them. They want to be the messenger. God doesn't fucking care who the messenger is, because we're all messengers. We just have pieces all together. If we all come together, we can all put the pieces together to save each other, you know? But everyone thinks money's the only thing that can save you. Oh, go ahead then. Let's see if it's going to save you now. So now we're looking at people's ego going down, the Tower moment. Because someone's heart is broken. Maybe a Libra masculine person. Or King of Cups, his heart's broken. Good, says he, right? Good. Deception. Planning, plotting. Short journey. Move forward. Maybe they live near water. It was all about deception of the emotions. Deception. Maybe you're thinking of maybe a Pisces or Scorpio woman in the entrapment of deception. Maybe you married it. Maybe it's how the King of Swords feels. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, masculine person. Maybe it's a collective reader looking at this King of Cups and looking at his emotions, looking at his thoughts. His thoughts was all about deception. And now he's frustrated with his emotions. It's all about deception. It's all about manipulation. Or the Emperor could be in his full emotions now. He's using his intuition to make many shifts with his intellect because he's got the information. Okay. He's got a different perspective maybe about the Empress being an air sign person, and he blocked the Empress. And she's not impressed. The Empress, Two of Cups. Now you're looking at Two of Cups, God's love. God's love is an Aquarius person. Maybe people's got a different perspective about the Empress, the Lioness, Earth Angel, having a calling, having a purpose. So now we're looking at a situation. Someone decided about this obstacle. It could be a man that's an investor. I was going to say, you know, the Emperor, he needs to be the King of Pentacles now, grounded. He's got to be within his Four of Pentacles. He can't be giving away his resources. He can't, unless he's been guided by his angels or God to do so. And this is probably what he held back due to finances from a Two of Cups. So now he's in regret, because now he's made a battle. Because someone tried to change their lifestyle. They were relying on this, a third-party person. Maybe somebody wants to reunite with the Queen of Cups. Ugh. No, somebody wants to walk away from a Queen of Cups. Too much events. They relied too much. Maybe a King of Swords, a little bit immature, insecure, a air sign person. He's very reliable when it comes to like love, support, events, celebrations. To this Queen of Cups quite strongly, but they have money problems. He needs to turn his back, or she needs to turn his back. Water sign needs to turn their back. Walk away. There's nothing more can be done. This problem with a Libra consciously is thinking, but insecurities is not allowing people to step forward. Insecurity, man, all about bloody money. Like money can make you look fucking happy. It's madness. King of Pentacles looking at his wish come true. Maybe with his Queen of Swords. Because she's all about fairness, balance, truth. Someone that's a soulmate or someone from the past. Looking at a new love, new beginning. Empress, air sign person. So now we're looking at the matter of the heart, what it affects. It affects your abundance. The Empress talks to God, you know. Got godly information, downloads, Four of Swords. And if someone came in and taught this truth and made a rise of money or a salary from it by manipulation, trickery, deception to the Emperor. So now the Emperor has to put on his godhead and just go and talk to God, man. He's talking to the Empress anyway. An air sign person. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. About this burden that maybe this Aries has, a Leo has on his pathway. When it comes to a lover, they took a leap of faith towards. And it's the truth. His voice will be heard. This King of Rods. He's looking at maybe his insecurities, unrequited love when it comes to his money, his foundation. Because someone came with a battle, a mass, and it was going to win at any cost. And it was a Queen of Pentacles. She's evil, man. She's a bunny boiler. That's the devil's child. Maybe he's coming out of difficulties. They've moved out of his house. He had to move away. I told you, he's the devil's child. The devil's child. I can't express this anymore. Spirits, I think they got the message by now. Come on, we can't keep telling these people how devilish this person is. They got to figure out for themselves. So now someone's up and worried about this exposure because the devil's been exposed. Yay, look at the light on the devil. The devil likes the darkness. And now the light's here. Someone's unhappy. They want to stay in the dark. Never mind. Love and support for Aquarius person. You are the lioness, okay? You're the earth angel. You're looking at your calling after this delay. Maybe a King of Pentacles is looking at this wish fulfillment with a Queen of Swords when it comes to fairness, balance, and truth. To write a book, maybe. Now the truth is that we have clarity about manipulation, about manifestation. We can all manifestate if we do it in the right way. Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. They tried to frustrate Queen of Swords. No, 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 no. Double-edged sword. They understand that there was with a hollow Taurus person. And a Queen of Swords are going into victory. Victory for you. And they're going for a tower moment. Karmic going for a tower moment. Got that insight. Just got to keep moving. Just got to keep on moving. Who's balancing? Yeah, you continue balancing or juggling. Going within, singing the truth about this Leo person, this third-party person at work, giving generously. Queen of Cups, looking at her options about this wounded situation when it comes to her marriage. When it comes to moving, maybe with the King of Swords, and he's going to change his life because everyone's just worried about money, legacy. Legacy is not that. That's one part of your legacy is money, my darlings, okay? It's not the full escapade or escapade or whatever you want to call it. It's not the only things, my lovely. So someone's bringing peace, harmony, maybe an air sign person, or somebody needs to take the blinded folds off, the coloured roses off. What do you call coloured glass roses or roses or whatever? You need to take the blinds off, man. Take the blinds off and put your intuition on. Only way you can protect the heart and keep reasoning. The situation is at hand anyway. All right. Remember, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.